It's a 777, 240 Olim aboard. From all over the United States and Canada. This is a flight sponsored by Nefesh B'Nefesh and the Jewish Agency for Israel, our partners in our Aliyah efforts from North America. On the plane are two founders of Nefesh B'Nefesh, Mr. Tony Gelbart and Rabbi Yoshua Fass. We'll advise you when you can go out to greet the buses with the Olim. That should be another 10-15 minutes. So in the meantime, you can watch as the steps brought up to the plane. The passport control officers will board the plane for about 5 minutes, after which the Olim will start disembarking. Passport control officers are at the doors of the plane. Plane doors will be open in a second. All Olim, or all people who are on the plane, actually their passports have already been scanned for passport control, and this is a small technical stage they have to go through. Also, during the flight, the Olim were processed by the Ministry of Interior, Misad Hapnim. All the paperwork was done on PC tablets during the flight, so they'll be able to receive their Tudat Zahut within 3 or 4 days without actually having to visit any of the offices. services Nefesh B'Nefesh provides on its charter flights. We have here this morning about 800 guests here to greet the Olim. Most prominent, of course, is the Prime Minister of the State of Israel. And the doors of the plane open. After a 10-hour flight from JFK, and you're watching live Kibbutz Galuyot on the net. Another couple of minutes, passport control will be completed, and the Olim will disembark and be bussed over here to Terminal 1 for the arrival ceremony. About 800 guests here this morning in Terminal 1. Also on this morning's flight, two Knesset members, Knesset member Gilad Ardan and Knesset member Yoel Hasson, part of a lobby that was set up in the Knesset to support and promote North American Aliyah. So they're experiencing that themselves firsthand. And here are the first Olim. You're watching live the arrival of 240 Olim Ben Gurion Airport from North America. This morning's Nefesh B'Nefesh flight, sponsored jointly with by the Jewish Agency for Israel. That's Mr. Tony Gelbart, co-founder of Nefesh B'Nefesh. Chaver Knesset Yoel Hasson, and Chaver Knesset Gilad Ardan. All those on the plane will be identified with a sticker which says Oleh, and all those people here in the hall have a sticker on them saying guest. If you don't have a sticker, please approach one of the Nefesh B'Nefesh staff. These are the requirements of the Israeli customs authorities here. And our first Olim are disembarking. Okay, we see you. Rabbi Shua Fass, co-founder of Nefesh B'Nefesh. Some Olim have the custom of kissing the ground upon arrival. This is an old Talmudic custom. Okay, Erica, please open the doors. The first bus has just left from the plane. It'll be another 15 minutes until everybody's disembarked, so you can stay in here and watch it until you see your friends and relatives disembark, or you can go outside now. Please open the gates there. Thank you. Olim are boarding buses, which will be arriving here in another minute or two, so if you'd like to go outside and greet the Olim. I think some people are realizing this is being broadcast live on the internet, www.nbn.org.il. The fifth charter flight this summer, Nefesh B'Nefesh, in cooperation with the Jewish Agency for Israel. Whoa. Okay, some people kiss the ground and some people roll on the ground. A lot of excitement. Not many people sleep during Nefesh B'Nefesh flights, especially when there are over 90 singles on the flight this morning. Some of them very, very young. Sefer Torah being brought with one of the Olim. Wrapped in a talit, together with an Israeli flag. And that picture will be in tomorrow morning's papers. A lot of excitement here in Terminal 1. Over 800 guests are here, together with Chayalim who've come to greet the plane. Yeah. Happy to see you too. There's one of our Olim with the shofar. The first buses from the plane are on their way here to Terminal 1. 240 Olim this morning arriving from North America. From places as far away as Nevada, Oregon, Manitoba, Arizona, Tennessee, Ohio, from all over the United States. Kibbutz Galuyot, you're watching it live here on the internet from Terminal 1, Ben Gurion Airport, September 8th, 2008. NBN. Okay, blowing the shofar. Another couple of minutes, the Olim will be coming in here to the hall at Terminal 1 for a short arrival ceremony. Prime Minister's office. Prime Minister will be here to greet the Olim, welcome them to Israel. Like I said, we have 91 singles on the plane, something very small. A little jet lag, I think we can see there. Okay, yep, hopefully the parents are right behind. Canadian all there. And here comes the first bus of Olim arriving here at Terminal 1. Doors will open. First bus of Olim has just arrived here at Terminal 1. Probably 4 or 5 busloads, total of 240 Olim arriving this morning from North America. You're watching it live on the internet. All guests in the hall here are invited if they'd like to go outside and greet the Olim. More Olim disembarking, and the bus has arrived here at Terminal 1. After a long 10-hour flight. New styles of headwear in Israel. Over 90 singles on this morning's flight, and here comes another bus from the plane arriving at here at Terminal 1. And we have our first Olim coming inside. As the doors of the bus open, there's a roar as people recognize their family and friends. Some very emotional scenes here at Terminal 1. As is common on Nefesh B'Nefesh flights, many of the people making Aliyah are friends and family of those who come earlier on Nefesh B'Nefesh. And we have one family here, 3 generations have made Aliyah with Nefesh B'Nefesh. Grandparents making Aliyah today. Two Chavrei Knesset on this morning's flight, members of the Knesset, Gilad Ardan and Yoel Hasson, part of the Knesset lobby for North American Aliyah. And over 800 guests here to greet the 240 Olim making Aliyah this morning from North America, being broadcast live on the internet. That's Ari Cutler, made Aliyah with Nefesh B'Nefesh a few years back. Now greeting some friends of his making Aliyah, or students perhaps. Very lively scene here at Terminal 1. A lot of singing and dancing as people greeting the Olim. It's very emotional. People see their families move to Israel, fulfilling a dream 2,000 years. in Israel's 60th year. And another bus of Olim pulling up here at Terminal 1. Total of 240 Olim from North America this morning. Kibbutz Aliyah, you're watching it live here on the internet. www.nbn.org. Broadcast from Terminal 1, Ben Gurion Airport in Israel.
Shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. Elenu shalom aleichem. Elenu shalom aleichem. Elenu shalom aleichem. Elenu shalom, shalom, shalom aleichem. Ya Achi shalom, Ya Achi shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakol Yisrael. Ya Achi shalom, Ya Achi shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakol Yisrael. Ya Achi shalom. Shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakol Yisrael. Ya Achi shalom, shalom aleinu. Ya Achi shalom, Ya Achi shalom.
Please come in, take your seats. Watching live from Terminal 1. Arrival 240 Olim on Nefesh B'Nefesh Jewish Agency flight from JFK. Landed about half an hour ago.
One more time. Let's see your.
We're just waiting for the last Olim to arrive here at the terminal so we can start the ceremony.
Shalom aleichem, Shalom aleichem, Shalom
Olim of all ages on this morning's flight. A lot of singles, families. Plenty of bottles of water here. It's kind of warm outside, so take a bottle of drink.
שהחיינו וקיבלנו והגיענו לזמן הזה 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 ברוך אתה השם אלוקינו שהחיינו וקיבלנו והגיענו לזמן הזה ברוך אתה השם אלוקינו מלך העולם שהחיינו וקיבלנו והגיענו לזמן הזה שלום עליכם, שלום, שלום, שלום עליכם, שלום עליכם, שלום עליכם, שלום עליכם, שלום, שלום, שלום עליכם, יפה שלום, יפה שלום, שלום עלינו.
You're watching live on the internet the arrival of Nefesh B'Nefesh Jewish NT flight from JFK. Olim of all ages are making Aliyah this morning.
ישרשו כולם קדושה לך ישרשו יחד 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 כולם ביחד כולם קדושה לך ישרשו כולם קדושה.
We ask that everybody come in, take your seats. Or grab a bottle of water first, then take your seats.
תרח אל ציון, יהיה בחלל עקיב המועד. אתה תקום תרח אל ציון, יהיה בחלל עקיב המועד. אתה תקום תרח אל ציון, יהיה בחלל עקיב המועד.
Happy birthday, Bensi.
אתה תקום תרח אל ציון, יהיה בחלל עקיב המועד. עקיב המועד.
A lot of dancing. The Olim and the guests are coming back into Terminal 1 now. They'll be taking their seats, and in about a few minutes we'll be starting the short arrival, the short ceremony. We have a lot of Olim who are quite tired after the long flight, and we want to get them on their way as quickly as possible.
הוא הגדול הנורא, הוא השומר עלינו מצרה. אלוקה שמור עלינו כמו ילדים, שמור ואל תעזור. תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, תן לנו כוח עוד ועוד. שמור עלינו כמו ילדים, שמור ואל תעזור. שמור ואל תעזור. תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, עלינו מצרה. בוא נשמע אתכם חזק חזק חזק. אלוקה ילדים פה שמונה, תן לנו אור, תן לנו אור, תן לנו כוח עוד ועוד. שמונה עלינו כמו ילדים, שמונה ואל תעזור. תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, תן לנו כוח עוד ועוד. שמונה עלינו כמו ילדים, שמונה ואל תעזור. תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים, תן לנו כוח עוד ועוד. שמונה עלינו כמו ילדים, שמונה ואל תעזור. תן לנו אור ושמחת נעורים. או ירושלים, 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 אוי ראש של עולם עולם. ירושלים, ירושלים, ירושלים.
Welcome to everybody. You're watching live on the internet the arrival of 240 Olim from Nefesh B'Nefesh. Some very young Olim here to be quite warm. Ask everybody come in and take your seats. We'd like to stay on schedule this morning. We have some important guests coming. Please come in and take your seats. I also ask that all the Olim keep their hand luggage with them. Please do not give the hand luggage to the guests. The customs authorities do not allow the guests to leave with anything that was brought on the plane. So I'd ask that once again, do not accept any packages from those who are on the flight. This is a customs regulation. We're about to start in a few minutes the arrival ceremony. I'd like to ask everybody come in and take your seats. We have some tired Olim here this morning after a long flight, and we'd like to start the ceremony in the next couple of minutes. So please come in and take your seats.
השיר של סבא, שר אתמול לאבא, והיום אני עוד חי חי חי, עם ישראל חי, זה השיר של סבא, שר את כל לאבא, והיום מגיע. אוקיי, אתם מבקשים להיכנס רבותיי.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please take your seats. You've seen Aliyah standing on his own. Give him a hug and then give him a bottle of water and sit down with him. Ask everybody to take their seats, please. Please take your seats. Thank you very much. I'd like to start the short ceremony as quickly as possible so the Olim can exit with their luggage and start going to their new homes.
I'm with Alana now for the Welcome to the Live webcast. We are live, and friends and family are watching all across the U.S. and Canada. We're here with Alana. Welcome.
Thank you. Tada.
What does this moment feel like?
Unreal, surreal. I can't believe it finally happened. It's finally here. Like, we touched soil. It's done deal. All this time leading up to it, we're finally here. Higanu.
Where are you from, and where will we be living?
I'm from Philadelphia, and I'll be living in Beersheba.
And doing what?
Going to the Army, hopefully as soon as possible. So.
Well, do you know where in the Army you'll be serving?
I have no idea. But.
Any message to friends and family who are watching?
I love you all at home, and I hope you follow me.
Thank you, Alana. She made Aliyah with 10 members of her family.
Guys!
What does this moment feel like?
It's euphoric. It's
Please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen.
It's so exciting.
Tell us who you made Aliyah with.
I made Aliyah with my husband, 2 of my children, 4 grandchildren, and another booby.
All in one shot. Is there
All
any?
in one shop.
Is there anyone still left back home?
Yes, 4 of my wonderful children. And come on over, guys. You know who you are.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
As you all know, this morning we have the Prime Minister of Israel here to greet the Olim, and the Prime Minister's office has been very, very supportive of Nefesh B'Nefesh. So we would ask that you maintain decorum when the Prime Minister is here. Like I said, this is the support of the Prime Minister's office is very, very important to Nefesh B'Nefesh and its Aliyah activities. Thank you.
And we're here with Mindy. Mindy, any message to friends and family who are certainly watching right now?
I hope you all come really soon. This was incredibly overwhelming, and the feeling here is that we all want you to come. Ima.
Mindy, where are you from?
I'm from Passaic, New Jersey.
And what's your short to long-term plan here?
I'll be learning in Bar Ilan this year. This is my niece and my sister who made Aliyah 8-9 years ago.
So we have family following family.
Please take your
Absolutely,
seats.
and we hope the rest comes very soon.
What will you be studying at Bar Ilan?
Special ed.
Beautiful. Mindy, welcome. Any message to friends and family that you want to add?
I love you guys and I miss you, and I really want to see you as soon as possible. Please come.
I'd like to ask everybody to come in and take their seats. I'd like to start the short
And the Wyman's
ceremony
just
in a
arrived
minute.
today. Where are you coming from today?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas. Okay. Where are you going to be living?
Kiryat Sefer.
And what's your short to long-term plan? You're going to be working? You're going to be retiring here?
We're going to decide.
This is the last Aliyah charter
Just wanna
flight this
be here.
summer. But if you're interested,
And do you have any message for friends or family who are watching overseas?
Would like to experience this.
Hello, Las Vegas,
the Aliyah
young Israel.
Firsthand, December 29th.
Yes.
We have another charter flight.
Anything you want to say to friends and family overseas?
So if you would
Yeah,
like
it's
to get
fantastic
an
welcome and
application,
just
go to
amazing.
the Nefesh website,
We need to have about
NBN,
80% of people come here from Las Vegas.
We'll be glad to provide
Then
assistance.
20 can come later.
It's always a good start. Thank you.
All the Olim have arrived here now at Terminal 1. We're just waiting for the people to take their seats. And we will start the ceremony. Short arrival ceremony.
You ran over my foot.
Nefesh B'Nefesh staff,
We're here with the Hebrews who just arrived.
please take
Welcome here.
your positions.
Thank you, thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
What's this moment like for you?
I shed very happy tears. And I only hope that now that I'm home, we can bring Gilad Shalit home as well, alive.
Tell me, who is here to welcome you?
My son and my daughter-in-law and my 5 grandchildren. And
Once again,
all the
Nefesh
other
B'Nefesh
and all the
staff,
other
I'd
people
ask you
here.
to, take your positions and assist
What's your
the
short to
Olim.
long-term plan?
My short to long-term plan? Well, I'm retired now and want to make my wife comfortable.
Ruthie
I'm
Abraham, who was on the flight,
hoping to do
Aliyah,
some
looking for you.
hoping to do some
Podium,
volunteer work
you're welcome.
maybe, and maybe learn a little
Ruthie
bit
Abraham
and just
was on the flight.
live a good life in Israel.
And what message would you like to send to your friends and family who are watching right now?
Thank you.
Come and join us. You belong here.
Thank you very much for being here.
Susan, I'm saying hello as I promised.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take seats.
Aliyah is coming today from?
Santa Barbara, California, New York City,
Oh, which is it?
Maine, Arizona, a little bit of everywhere. I've been around.
But now you're settling in one place.
That's right. I'm going to be in Jerusalem.
What is the plan, Aliyah? What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to make it up as I go along.
All right, the man with a plan. Aliyah, what message you want to send to friends and family?
Thank you, Mom, for giving birth to me. I wouldn't have been here without you. And miracles happen here. So we're going to see some good things in the next few years.
And no less from you.
God willing.
Good stuff. All right, thank you, Aliyah.
And we'll be starting in another couple of minutes. I ask you to please take your seats. Jessica Levine, who made Aliyah on the flight. We have your bag here at the podium. Jessica Levine, just come up to the podium and get your bag. Thank you.
Good morning. We are here with
Ayala Newman,
Ayala. Where are you coming from today?
Baltimore.
Ayala, what is this day like for you?
No words. I don't know. This is a dream that I've dreamt of my entire life, and there are no words to describe it. I'm just completely in shock still.
Ayala, what would you say to friends and family who are watching right now?
I'd say those of you who are in Eretz Yisrael, kol hakavod. And those of you on your way, we're waiting for you.
And what are you going to be doing here now that you're here?
I'll be studying at the Hebrew University doing Mechinat Olim this coming year.
All right, good stuff. Yeah, and you were welcomed by friends and family today?
I'm sorry?
Were you welcomed by friends and family today?
Friends, yeah.
All right, b'hatzlacha to you. We're here with Uri Rosenzweig, who just arrived this morning. Uri, you just joined family.
Yes, I did. My sister and brother-in-law and my little niece, Ariana, made Aliyah just about a month ago with Nefesh B'Nefesh.
They did. And now, what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be studying in Bar Ilan University, and I'm going to be Komonar in Bnei Akiva and Givat Shmuel.
What are you going to be studying?
Finance.
So, Uri, what are you going to say to friends and family who are watching you right now?
Come and join us. We're having a good time.
Is that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is anyone left behind?
From my family?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've got a brother and sister and her family, and my parents. They all got to come on down.
Well, as you can see, he made it here safe and sound, thank God. And he's waiting for you to join.
Sure am. Okay. That's good.
What?
No, I'm Modine.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats.
Moline, okay. Where are you coming from today?
Chicago.
Please take your seats.
And what do you want to say to friends and family who are watching?
Come home and join us. Come home and join us. It was an amazing flight, amazing to be here, and everyone else should experience it too.
What are your plans now?
I'm going to be learning at a place called Pardes for the year, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Now, you were one of 90 singles who arrived today.
Sure.
Well, what was that like?
It was cool. It was really great on the plane. Everyone meeting each other. Didn't sleep at all. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing.
Good stuff. Thank you for being here, and the best luck to you.
Thank you. Thanks for everything. Nefesh B'Nefesh.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats and we can get started immediately. Nefesh B'Nefesh staff, please find some available seats for the guests. Ladies and gentlemen, the Prime Minister of the State of Israel, Mr. Ehud Olmert, is here, has just arrived. Mr. Olmert, together with Mr. Tony Gelbart, founder of Nefesh B'Nefesh, the Prime Minister's office has been strong support, given constant strong support to Nefesh B'Nefesh, which we appreciate very, very much. And we also hope to continue receiving the support from the Prime Minister's office in the future. The Prime Minister's office started providing financial support to Nefesh B'Nefesh with a decision taken about 3 years ago under Prime Minister Sharon to support Nefesh B'Nefesh directly, together with the AMI organization, providing support for Aliyah from France. And that support now has been transferred to the Ministry of Immigrant Absorption, and it's most appreciated by Nefesh B'Nefesh, and we're able to continue our work of supporting Aliyah from North America due to this support. Okay, good morning, Boker Tov everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Danny Oberman, Executive Vice President of Operations at Nefesh B'Nefesh, and with your permission, let me open briefly in Hebrew. Boker Tov לראש ממשלת ישראל מר אהוד אולמרט, לחברי הכנסת ויושבי ראש השדולה למען העלייה מארצות הברית, גלעד ארדן ויואל חסון, למנכ"ל משרד הקליטה, מר ארז חלפון, למנכ"ל מחלקת העלייה והקליטה של הסוכנות היהודית, מר אלי כהן, ליושב ראש אל על, פרופסור איזי בורוביץ', ליושב ראש רשות שדות התעופה, מר עובדיה אלי, למייסדי הארגון, הרב יהושע פס וטוני גלברט, ולכל החיילים שבאו לעודד את העולים החדשים מיחידת לוטם, פיקוד העורף, באגף התקשוב, בוקר טוב לחיילים. Prime Minister Ehud Olmert, members of Knesset Gilad Erdan and Yoel Chasson, Director General of the Ministry of Immigrant Absorption, Mr. Erez Khalfon, Director General of the Jewish Agency's Department of Aliyah and Absorption, Mr. Eli Cohen, Chairman of El Al, Professor Izzy Borovich, Chairman of the Israeli Airports Authority, Mr. Ovadia Eli, dear friends of Nefesh B'Nefesh, Stephen and Judy Schultz, and co-founders of Nefesh B'Nefesh, Rabbi Yoshua Fass and Mr. Tony Gelbart, Bruchim Habaim Elukulam. It is my honor to welcome all the new Olim who arrived on the final chartered Aliyah flight of summer 2008. Over 2,000 Olim have arrived from North America and the United Kingdom this summer through Nefesh B'Nefesh, strongly supported by the Jewish Agency for Israel and the Israeli government. Today's arrival ceremony is being broadcast live on the net so that family and friends around the world can share in your excitement. At the moment, we have about 2,000 families in North America logged in and watching us live. To each and every one of you, allow me to be amongst the first to welcome you home. There is an individual who for the last 7 years has tirelessly dedicated himself to revolutionizing the face of Western Aliyah. Rabbi Yeshua Fass will no doubt be remembered in history as an innovative and dedicated leader whose devotion to bringing Jews home to Israel and ensuring a successful Aliyah serves as an example to us all. Rabbi Fass, please.
Good morning. What a summer. Just to recap, May 27th, June 24th, July 7th, July 9th, another July 9th, July 22nd, July 30th, August 12th, August 13th, another August 13th, August 18th, August 18th, August 25th, and thank God, today, September 8th. And with that, to do things a little bit out of order, I think we have to start thanking two groups of individuals, the entire Nefesh B'Nefesh staff and their families. Thank you for giving up your summers, for your professionalism and for your compassion, and also for the Shlichim and the Jewish Agency for diligently working really behind the scenes in making this happen this summer. Prime Minister, Minister Zardana Chasson, you're incredible. I know we're pumping you up, but you really deserve it. Not to sound like Sarah Palin, but there's other individuals who have a lot of rhetoric, but there are individuals who have action. And to have two leading stars in the Knesset who really fight for Western Aliyah, but also the first time that we had Knesset members actually fly in to New York to accompany the flight, to talk to the Olim, to address the Olim, to find out what their needs are, to see firsthand, really kol hakavod to you, and to the new generation of Knesset members. To Erez, Yididi, you are our dearest friend, Director General of Misvad HaKlita. Without you, we would not be here today, and we continue to cherish our relationship with your office and with you. Eli, from the Sochnut, I'll get to you in a second. The Schultzes, Orly Alexander, to Philip, to all those who came along with us on this beautiful flight. New beginnings. New beginnings. New beginnings require a lot of courage, a lot of optimism, and a lot of faith, which you all displayed extraordinarily this morning. And with that comes hopefully blessing and promise and a lot of excitement, like all beginnings. But I think the new beginning of Aliyah brings with it a different added dimension. I think Rav Kook captures it best. In Orot Yisrael, he conveys this beautiful message that when an Oleh Chadash wakes up after his first morning, after his first evening, his first sleep as a Toshav Yisrael, do not think that that person is the same. All of a sudden, he's transformed. There's a neshama prati, all of a sudden becomes a neshama klali. The neshama of a Yisraeli becomes the neshama of a klal Yisraeli. All of a sudden, an individual who is pursuing his own personal journey, all of a sudden becomes, his decisions start to affect and impact his nation. An individual who was once pursuing a destination all of a sudden has arrived at his destination, and now his work and his involvement and his efforts is to improve the state in which he lives. And I think if you look around, Olim Chadashim, if you look around you today, I think you realize that we're not just celebrating the fulfillment of your own personal dream, but very much your profound decision of making Aliyah impacts every single one of us who's sitting in this room, who's watching the webinars, and all of Klal Yisrael. So we thank you, and we share this momentous celebration with you today. It's also another new beginning today, a new beginning for Nefesh B'Nefesh and the Sochnut. This is my nice little segue to Eli. Aliyah and Yishuv Haaretz and Zionism and Geula is too pure of a process and too precious of an effort and endeavor to have friction in any level. And we celebrate today two organizations who are pooling their resources, they're pooling their talents, they're redividing responsibilities to ensure that every single Jew, no matter where they come from, North America, will have the easiest, most successful Aliyah and most successful Klita in Eretz Yisrael. And with that, I would like to invite Eli Cohen, our dear partner, to come back to the stage.
I will speak in English with the Israeli accent. בוקר טוב וברוכים הבאים, עולות ועולים יקרים. אדוני ראש הממשלה, מר אהוד אולמרט, מיסטר טוני גלברט, רבי יהושע פס, ידידי ארז חלפון, חברי דני אוברמן, חברי הכנסת יואל חסון וחבר הכנסת גלעד ארדן, חברים כולם עולים יקרים. זה היום עשה השם נגילה ונשמחה בו. This is the day which the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. I am happy to welcome you to Israel on behalf of the Jewish Agency for Israel and the Chairman of the Jewish Agency, Mr. Zev Bielski. Today, you are beginning a Jewish Zionist journey and are realizing a vision and dream 2,000 years old. And I have gathered you from the four corners of the earth. וקיבצתי אתכם מארבע כנפות הארץ לארצנו. As of today, each and every one of you are partners not only in dreaming the future of this land, but in the work and strengthening of the State of Israel, working to keep this country Jewish, democratic, and Zionist. You are not amongst those who have left their Jewish identity to a choice. You have not left the work of the State of Israel to others. You are Zionists, you are leaders, you are here because you know that home is here. Your choice to make your lives in Israel is trust and deepest expressions of faith and hope. You represent the best of us, and we are here for you, with you. You are our Nefesh. Come home. You are the answer of Zionism when they say the Aliyah is finished. Aliyah is alive and well. You are part of 20,000 Olim that will arrive to Israel this year from around the world. More than 3,000 from North America. Dear Olim, Mr. Prime Minister, today we are participants in a historic moment, the partnership of the Jewish Agency for Israel with Nefesh B'Nefesh, for the goal of increasing Aliyah from North America and improving absorption. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Nefesh B'Nefesh on their important work for the advancement of Aliyah and look forward to working together with them to triple Aliyah from North America in the next year. The Jewish Agency for Israel, in partnership with the Ministry of Immigrants, Absorption, and Nefesh B'Nefesh, will do everything to ensure your absorption in Israel will be successful and that you will become Aliyah ambassadors around the world, helping to bring your brothers and your sisters, our people, home. We love Olim, not just Aliyah. We love you all. You know that amongst the Sephardim, from the moments you begin saying Slichot, you can begin saying Shana Tova. Allow me to hand with personal congratulations to you and your family. May you all have a Shana Tova umetuka. May you begin a year of הצלחה וברכה. תכלי שנה וקללותיה, תחל שנה וברכותיה. ואנחנו כבר התברכנו. The first blessing you have already brought to Israel is your Aliyah. Welcome home. Welcome to your home.
Toda Rabba Eli. Mr. Tony Gelbart, co-founder of Nefesh B'Nefesh, is both a master of visions and deeds. He's respected equally in the White House as well as in the Prime Minister's office in Israel. He, together with Rabbi Fass, grasped the challenge of increasing North American Aliyah and so created Nefesh B'Nefesh in 2002. Their commitment has left thousands in awe of how few individuals can change the course of Jewish history. Tony Gelbart.
How's everybody? Doing good? Great. All I can say is, oh my God. What a flight. Nobody sleeping, everybody moving, everybody talking, everybody excited. You know, when you walk through this gamut of people, didn't you all feel something like you were rock stars? I mean, bands playing, people waving, flags going, singing, dancing, cameras. Where in the world would you believe that you would be greeted by the entire country as Olim, but also by all the ministers and the prime minister of your new home, the state of Israel? Welcome. Usually I have a lot to say. I don't want to keep you here too long, but I want to do something special. First of all, there's 91 singles on this flight. Could you all stand up for a minute? Just the 91 singles. Keep standing. Stand up. Okay, now all the cameras, I want you to focus on these 91 singles. Very slowly, all the cameras around Israel. These are people who are looking to get married, I hope. Shidduchim. So we're going to help you arrange that. Not only Aliyah, but Shidduchim. So welcome. Now I understand on this flight, as always, we have something like 18 people going into the army. So can those people stand up as well? Where are you? Woo! Olim al-Madim. Fantastic. The flag wavers in the back. Listen, I always come up here and I say, listen, I hope the Nefesh B'Nefesh and the Jewish Agency and the Minister of Immigrant and Absorption and everybody involved here, that we all did a good job and we helped you so far on your journey and continue to help us. But I'd like to ask you a favor. All the Olim who came here today, when you speak with anybody from this country, anywhere around the world, and they say, why did you come? It's difficult. Oh my God, you're crazy. Just tell them this. Listen, there's this little small thing called Zionism. It still exists, and it's alive and well, and you're part of it. Now, to get on to a little business, on this flight, it was an amazing first. We have a lot of firsts always, but this flight was an amazing first. A new Knesset caucus on Aliyah, which is basically a lobby on Aliyah. It was initiated by two members of the Knesset. One, Gilad Erdan of the Likud, and one from Yoel Hasson of Kadima. They're the two co-chairmen of this new Aliyah Knesset caucus. They joined us in the flight today, and what I don't know the legalities of the Knesset, but I believe this was the first airborne Knesset caucus. And what they did was a very remarkable thing. They walked, they didn't sleep. They walked, maybe they nodded off a little bit. Anyway, they walked the entire flight, talked to each and every one of the Olim, asked them where they're going, asked them what they're doing, felt them, and believe me, understood everything that they were going through. But the most remarkable thing is, they both gave out their cell phone numbers. So use them, don't lose them. Call them when you need some help. They'll help you. I'd like to welcome both members of the Knesset here to join me for a moment.
Hi everyone. I'll just say a few words because we are not the important ones here today. You are the important ones. For us, it was a very, very exciting flight. And, you know, we've said what we had in JFK before the flight. But again, I want to tell you, Olim had built Israel in its first 60 years. And you are going to build Israel in the next 60 years. You know, when you hear and see the enthusiasm of Rabbi Fass and Tony Gelbart, you can understand how the state of Israel was Really, I'm really excited. How the state of Israel was excited. So I will recommend them to take not only Yoel and me, I will recommend them to take all the members of Knesset to join your next flights to Israel, because you know sometimes we came to strengthen the Olim and try to solve their future problems in absorption in Israel. But when you see them, when you listen to them, you get strengthened yourself, because you suddenly remember, after we all complain about Israel, when it's hard here and it's hot and the humidity, still, this is the best place on earth, and here are the best people all over the world. So thank you very much, kol hakavod, and good luck.
Good morning. I told you that few hours, when we've been in New York, I told you a few hours from New York and you're going to be Israeli citizen. And you are now the Israeli citizen in the Jewish state. And, you know, I believe that when you are a member of Knesset, you're doing a lot of things. But to be involved in a project like that of Nefesh B'Nefesh and help encourage young and families to come and make Aliyah, it's a huge opportunity and it's a huge privilege to do it and to be part of that. So all the best, and I wish that all the singers going to find Chatan and Kala very soon and create a new families in Israel. Thank you very much.
For decades, Prime Minister Ehud Olmert has worked tirelessly to strengthen the connection between the diaspora Jewish community and the State of Israel. I can tell you back in 2002, when Rabbi Fass and I started this organization, we went to a few very key people in this country and we asked for their help. One of the very first people who we spoke to and who reached out his hand and said, listen, whatever you need, whatever you want, I'll be there. And the truth be told, that whatever we needed, whatever we wanted, and whenever we called, the Prime Minister was always there. He was there as the mayor, and he was there as the Prime Minister. So for Aliyah and Klita, and for all the help that he's given us, we want to welcome with distinction Prime Minister Ehud Olmert.
Thank you very much. Tony Gelbert, Rabbi Fass, members of Knesset, the director of the Ministry of Absorption, Mr. Erez Halfon, Eli Cohen from the Jewish Agency, Professor Borovich, and most important, wonderful new Israelis who came from the United States of America. Welcome to the State of Israel. I want to tell you something. You came from a great country to the greatest country in the world. I know that, I'm sure that some of your families over there who didn't join you, your parents, your elders, told you, what the heck, why they have to go to the place which is known to be the most threatened, the most difficult, the most dangerous place in the world? Why do you have to risk living in a place such as Israel when you can live in America, which is so friendly and so hospitable and so rich and provides Jews with such opportunities? And I can say to you this. It's true we have dangers. It's true there are threats. It's true there are difficulties. It's true we have enemies around us, some of us at a distance, but they don't like Israel and they will do everything that they can to harm the State of Israel. The difference between Israel and any other place is that this is not the most safest place for Jews, because sometimes Jews are killed in the course of confrontations with terrorists, as we have experienced over the last years. But Israel is the only place on earth where Jews can fight for their lives as Jews, and they don't have to be getting permission from anyone to fight as Jews for their life and for their country. And this is a great privilege that we didn't have for thousands of years. We have it now. And our enemies know it. And our enemies are aware of the enormous abilities and strengths that we have to protect ourselves, to fight for ourselves, and to make sure that the state of Israel will live forever as a Jewish state in the land of Israel. Yesterday we had a cabinet session. And normally in a cabinet session, when I start, I have a little statement to give in front of the cameras. And yesterday I did something quite unusual. I quoted a British economic magazine, well known, perhaps you know it, The Economist, known as perhaps the best economic magazine in the whole world. And you know what The Economist wrote? The Economist wrote that the economy of Israel is the most successful economy in the world. I know it sounds strange. You guys come from America. What you don't know is that America is not there. America is here. And I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. The Israeli economy is thriving. The growth of the Israeli economy has gone over 5% annually for the last 5 years, and is doing very well over 5 years this year, which is much higher than any economy in the Western world. I know you all not come because of the economic prospects. There is still an image that in the Western countries, and particularly in America, people can make it much better and much greater than in the state of Israel. And it may be on the average true. But I'll tell you something. Israel is not the desert that you parents, when they were your age, heard about. Israel is a modern country. It's one of the most sophisticated countries in the world. It's one of the most innovative countries in the world. It's one of the countries which are leading the world in high technologies which are changing the nature of life of many people across the world. Many things that you use on a daily basis in almost every corner of the world are produced in the state of Israel, are created in the state of Israel, are innovated in the state of Israel, and are exported to every corner of the world, and has made Israel a country with a positive surplus, which was the dream of the people of Israel for so many years, and which was realized in the last few years to the benefit of the people of Israel. So don't get it wrong. I know there is always a dramatic change in the life of a person. You leave a country that you were born in, that you got used to, that you are familiar with everything, and suddenly you come to a new country. And Eli Cohen said before, we love Olim. The truth is that, I'll tell you what, we love Aliyah. We are not always capable of showing how much we love Olim. It is true we love Olim. But in spite of the fact that we know that we love Olim, it takes time for the Olim to feel what we feel about them. And I urge you that you will not be discouraged by the difficulties, the bureaucracy, the time that it takes, the difficulties that we'll have to go through in different agencies of the government and the public services. At the end of the day, you will find what we know, that we love you, that we are happy that you arrived, that there is nothing that can strengthen the state of Israel more than you, Olim. And I'll tell you something. I deal with your country, and I deal with your leaders, and most frequently I come to them, and I ask for all kinds of things which are important for the build-up of the State of Israel and for the defense of the State of Israel and the protection of its citizens. And these are matters which we don't normally talk about in details. But you can imagine these are important instruments that are essential for the ability of the State of Israel to protect itself and to face all its enemies, north and south and east, under any circumstance. And I'm absolutely confident, don't get it wrong, I'm absolutely confident that in whatever situation that we will be faced with, Israel will have the power to defend itself against all its enemies from north and south and east, and will protect the people of Israel. But the weapons are important. The greatest weapons we have, the most efficient, the most effective, the most powerful, the most influential, the most promising, with the greatest potential, are you, the people of Israel, are us, the people of Israel, and with the addition of the people that come from the United States of America and from many other parts of the world, there is no power in the world that can compete with the people of Israel. The greatest advantage that we have is the quality of our people. This is the essence. This is the basis. This is the source of our strength, of our potential, and of our future. And when I see so many young people and so many singles, you know, you all talked about the singles. When they asked the singles to rise, he was shy, he didn't rise. But he's a single and he's a member of parliament. And he has a great future, because he is one of the leaders of Kadima, which is the leading party, and he's going to continue to be the leading party of the State of Israel. And Yoel is going to be a major part of this leadership. So here you have not only a single from America, but a single from Israel who went to America in order to come, perhaps not single anymore, after this flight. But I'll tell you something. Singles or families, we love you all. We are so happy to have you here. We are so proud that you understood something that I believe, I genuinely believe, that Rabbi Fass and Tony Gilbert will be able to explain to many thousands of Americans, that there are many places for Jews, many good places for Jews, many wonderful places for Jews to live in. America is definitely one of them. It's the greatest friend of Israel. There is no country which is friendlier, which is more supportive, which is more helpful to the people of Israel and to the State of Israel than the United States of America. But there is one home for the Jewish people. And this home is here. And you guys came to live in your home. And you warm open their arms with all our hearts, with all our love, with all our enthusiasm, with all our excitement. And we tell you, thank God you are here. Thank God you have reached this conclusion. Thank God that we have people like Yoshua Fass and Tony Gilbert and many others and the members of Knesset who are so helpful and so dedicated and so devoted and so involved in trying to convince all of you to come. And I hope that when you come, you give the signal to many thousands that are waiting to see how happy you are here. So don't hesitate. Even if you're not always completely confident about it. Tell them that you are happy so that they will come only also. And when they will come, Israel will be stronger, you will be happier, we will be joyful, and the State of Israel will thrive and develop and flourish and be strengthened and will be qualified to make sure that the quality of life of all the people living here is just as good as it was in other places, and in most cases, I'm sure, will be better. Thank you very much. God bless your own country. God bless America. But most important, God bless Israel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister, and also for clarifying why Chaver Knesset Hassan gave his cell phone number out to all the people on the plane. 91 of the 235 Olim on today's flight were singles, and I would like to call upon two of them to receive their Tudat Oleh. Gidon Silverstein from Pittsfield, Massachusetts, who is moving to Tel Aviv, and Robin Zebrovitz from New York, who's moving to Beersheba. Please come up to the stage. The Director General of Misrad HaKlita, Erez Chalfon, please join us. Eli Cohen, please. Rabbi Fass, Tony Gelbart.
על הדבש ועל העוקף, על המר והמתוק, על אתה הכל נטוע, אל תשכח את התקווה, השירני והשובה אל הארץ הטובה. שמור לי על זה הבית, על הגן, על החומה, מיגון, מפחד ביתה וממלחמה. שמור על המעט שיש לי, על האור והעלה, על הפרי שלו הבשיל עוד ושנעשה. על כל אלה, על כל אלה, שמור לי אלי הטוב, על הדבש ועל העוקף, על המר ועל הטוב, על הפרח הכל נטוע, אל תשכח את התקווה, השירני והשובה.
Thank you very much, everybody.
הארץ הטובה.
Nefesh B'Nefesh would like to thank the following partners who've worked tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure each Oleh gets the proper expedited reception possible. Misrad HaKlita, the Mankal Erez Chalfon, Menahel HaMisrad Ben Abag, Boris Hillman, V'chol HaTzfatim Shelahem, and I'd just like to mention Erez Chalfon, the Mankal of the Director of the Ministry of Immigrant Absorption, has been instrumental in passing legislation, which I'm sure you'll read about, the new taxation breaks for Olim Chadashim, which are being introduced now in 2008, which you all will benefit from. It's a revolution in Aliyah taxation, or taxation for Olim, far, far better conditions than ever before for Olim Chadashim. I'd also like to thank the head of the Population Authority of Misrad HaPnim, Rosh Minhal HaChulusin, and the Lashachot of Rishon LeZion in Yerushalayim, Misrad HaPnim, פקד אמנון שמואלי ממשטרת ישראל וביקורת הגבולות, לאגף הבריאות במוסד לביטוח לאומי בראשות דני אלקיים, אמיר גרסון, בני זכריה, שמשון כץ, אפי מרקו מרשות שדות התעופה, חברת ההפקות מנפר על העבודה מסביב לשעון, ולכל החיילים שהגיעו הבוקר לקבל את פני העולים. תודה רבה לכם. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our welcoming ceremony. Today, September 8th, 2008, Chet Elul, Hey Tafshin Samachet. May you have a memorable, inspiring first day in your new homeland and for many years to come. B'hatzlacha. Would you all please rise for Hatikva?
בידינו, התקווה בת שנות 2000, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים, להיות עם חופשי בארצנו, ארץ ציון וירושלים.
Thank you very much, everybody. Please stay in your seats for another minute until the Prime Minister is left. At this point, I would like to ask all the guests, all those who arrived this morning here who are not on the flight, to leave the hall. All Olim and all those on the flight should stay in the hall. Guests are not allowed to accept any packages from the Olim or anybody who's on the flight. All hand luggage must remain with the Olim. All things that are on the plane must stay here, including kids. Okay, so don't give your kids to the grandparents if they're here. And we'd ask all Olim at this time, one person from each family needs to take all the passports, and at the back of the hall there's the Ministry of Immigrant Absorption, and you'll be going upstairs to get your Teudat Oleh. So there's one person from each family. All those people with Israeli passports who don't have them, didn't get them back from passport control, the passports will be upstairs, back of the hall, Ministry of Immigrant Absorption. I'd like to thank all those people who watched us on the internet this morning across America. It's 2 a.m. in the States. Good night. Go to sleep. Your friends and relatives are in good hands. All guests, please leave the hall. Luggage will not be allowed to come up to the, will not be distributed until all guests have left the hall. These are the instructions of the customs authorities. The buses to Jerusalem will be leaving in about 10